Hey, what's going on? It's Wednesday. So you know what time it is. It's time for that word of the day. Wednesday. Come on, somebody. I've been in this series called Living From. It's this whole concept of stop striving, start living. If you can live from acceptance, if you could live from victory, if you could live from joy rather than striving to get these things, then you will step into this new way of living and mindset. And I wanted to continue on this thought of living from victory. I know I've been on this for a couple of weeks, but I think it's so important in our lives to understand where victory comes from. And as a Christian, there's a certain perspective that we need to have in regards to victory. And I want to go to a couple of verses today. The first is in James 1, famous verse, James 1:2. It says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature, complete, and not lacking anything." And really what this is a perspective change. When trials and tribulations and hardships and circumstances don't go your way, we can easily strive against them. We can easily fight against them. We can easily be frustrated, like, why is this happening to me? Or we can have a perspective change and see that this is an opportunity for great joy. It says pure joy in this version. This is an opportunity for pure joy. How? The way that it's an opportunity for pure joy is seeing the result of it, that result being perseverance, right? Like, we don't like going to the gym, but we experience endorphins immediately after because of the time on tension and working out. It brings endorphins and a sense of joy because we're pressing through a hard thing. And when we see our trials and hardships from a different perspective of what it's developing in us, that's where we can find joy. Another example that I feel like God was highlighting in regards to this, a perspective shift, is in 2 Kings chapter 6, starting off in verse 15. It says, "When the servant of the man of God got up and went out early the next morning, an army with horses and chariots had surrounded the city. 'Oh, my Lord, what shall we do?' the servant asked. 'Don't be afraid,' the prophet answered. 'Those who are with us are more than those who are with them.' And Elijah prayed, 'O Lord, open his eyes so that he may see.' Then the Lord opened the servant's eyes, and he looked and saw the hills full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha." You see, this was a perspective shift. The servant came out with the prophet Elisha and saw the enemy. He saw the horses and chariots and all the enemy's army. But he couldn't see that God's army, God's chariots of fire were surrounding what was surrounding them. And all it took was for Elijah to pray for his eyes to be opened. And as trials are surrounding you right now, maybe a trial is surrounding your finances. Maybe a trial is surrounding your family. Maybe a trial is surrounding your marriage. I need you to pray to God and ask to have your eyes opened, to see God in the midst of the trial, to see what he is developing within you, to see the perseverance that he is wanting you to develop in this circumstances, to see an opportunity for great joy, to see an opportunity for service, to see an opportunity to glorify God in the midst of your trial, of your circumstance. So change your perspective. Lord, open our eyes to see what you are doing. In Jesus' name.